But as far as I'm concerned, Major League Baseball, it begins and ends with the LA Dodgers. It's not just Shohei Ohtani. It's also Mookie Betts and a team that has every single piece, all of the star power to win a World Series. I think it's really LA Dodgers against the field. If the LA Dodgers do not win a World Series this year and they don't win with this roster, you want to talk about avalanche of criticism and questions. I'm gonna be on the positive side. I think it's going to work. I'm happy for Shohei. I disregard this whole gambling, storyline. I don't disregard it. It's an important storyline, but it's not in any way, shape, or form more important than what this team can do and achieve in one of the biggest markets in the country. And so I'm going to be watching the Dodgers closely. A lot of respect for Shohei. A lot of respect for Mookie Betts. Faces of Major League Baseball on the same team. And I just think that they're going to have a great season. With baseball, their second season, it's almost like hockey. So the Dodgers know that. You don't know when you go into the postseason. But I'm Dodgers first, second, and third. And I'm glad we're on this subject in conclusion. I need respect for my New York Mets. I need respect for my New York Mets and the untimely exit from the playoffs last year. That was ridiculous. The Mets are my team to watch. Shout out to Shea Stadium and the Mets in the National League.
I think the Orioles got a really good team this year. So I'm excited to see Burns, and we'll see if they'll be able to piece it together this year in the playoffs. That collapse they had last year. And then the Diamondbacks, made a World Series run last year. So we took out the Dodgers. So we got big shoes to fill.
Good stuff, bro. Good stuff. Long season. Major League Baseball really helped me step my fantasy game up in terms of what was necessary, in that capacity. And I've grown to love it. Fantasy Major League, fantasy baseball. My fantasy league, it's all three sports. You got to go in. You got to make sure your pitchers are in place and your relievers, and there's a lot to go into it. And it does take everyday kind of concentration and diligence, which I can apply to other aspects of my life. But super duper excited about this season. Go New York Mets. I know we got Yankees fans out there. I'm not disregarding the Yankees or the Boston Red Sox. And go LA Dodgers. Not throwing any shade on the San Diego Padres and the San Francisco Giants. A lot of other good teams in California, but I think it's going to be about the big markets, the big names, the high salaries to lead the way in Major League Baseball.
And that one is hard hit to center. Outman going back, still going back. It's over his head, then it ricochets away. 3 runners are going to come in. Profar will jam on the brakes at second. A huge base-clearing double to give the Padres a 6-3 lead. There's your hard hit rate at 102.8 miles an hour.
He got a lot of this one. I'm not going to say all of it because it did not leave the ballpark, but this pitch stays up. He gets on top of it beautifully, and then he thinks this ball's out of here.
Here's Campusano.
Down by 3. This would be a great time to get the 4th double play of the evening.
First and third. Here's the pitch. Grounder, and Freddie looks back, throws to Mookie, and wow, what a play by that infield. Freeman look back, Machado through to Betts, and they get the slow-running Campusano on a double play.
That was a clinic put on by Freddie Freeman.
Snowballing toward a comeback. Kike Hernandez digs in.
Up the middle could be the game. Bogarts to first, double play, and the Padres take 2 of 3 in Los Angeles, and they win the Sunday Nighter 6-3.